I will say one thing I've read a lot of a lot of people's complaints. So there's like the us, we grew up and we're mad at the changes. Yeah. And there's also the take where I've heard people be real mad. I don't think it's Disney being this far, but people from Hawaii and like Islanders being very upset about Nani thinking she has to leave to be happy.
Yes, yeah.
They're like, they're like, not only did she give up her sister, but it's like they're pissed because they're like, well, like she has paradise, or it's Hawaii, we're very proud people.
Right. She could have gone to college there because from what my understanding is they have an amazing marine biology department.
It would go to make sense
there because then she could stay
instead of going all the way to the mainland.
So and that's something obviously not Hawaiian.
Now that you say that, I guess she went to UC San Diego, right?
It was like she was
okay. Because when she was talking to the girl, she was like, "Oh, remember I went to the North Shore? I left that movie thinking she was just on the other side of the island."
Right, exactly.
So
she went from
until you just said that, I was like, oh yeah, this was in San Diego. That is a
so from that standpoint, from a local standpoint, I get why they would be upset.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm upset that she gave Ohana means family until I go to college. I'll be back in 6 years, baby. So there's a lot. That was my part. I didn't care as much. It was more about his personality about Jumba than it was.
Because especially if you're comparing original to this one, the original one, they lean full into that evil genius.
Yes. Maybe that's what they're like. He can't be Russian.
Right. It's like But they were going, it's like, he's evil, 626 Ikai, and he's just a bigger, larger than life, like, not even it was just mad genius at that point, not even evil genius. Yeah. And then all of a sudden, like in the third act in this one, all of a sudden he hates family.
Yeah,
like, at no point at any other part, at first he was just evil genius, which is fine, and then he had to be an antagonist because they didn't have Gantu. I get that, but all of a sudden, why do you hate family? All of a sudden, just like, are you just gonna literally shooting? All right, spoilers. Shoots the door for no reason whatsoever.
Exactly. He's like, what? You're May and Pepe? Okay, fine. We're killing that door. Right. We're shooting it down.
Like, because before, in the original, he's shooting at Stitch going aroung. Yeah, that makes total sense. Where it says, like, all right, cool, Stitch is running around. He's just a bad shot. Yep. Whatever. I'm pretty sure Stitch throws a slug bug in the house. Like, he throws a beetle straight through the door. Obviously, that's going to wreck the house.
So it wasn't him trying to be... basically a villain.
Intentionally.
Like they were
just really destructive. Just like they were chaotic neutral.
Honestly, when they call for the Emperor or whoever it is, the Galactic woman,
Grand Councilwoman.
Thank you. When she says we're gonna call in for backup, they easily could have just thrown in anyone else. Didn't have to be Gantu.
Right.
Literally any other pick your nameless villain. Could have even been the Galactic woman herself. Or maybe not, because he had to be a little corrupt on that one.
Right.
But like literally anybody else to say, hey, we're gonna steal Stitch, have the entire same third act.
Right.
Just putting in, and I get it, you can't just throw a random villain in.
Right.
But you also just can't shove an evil villain arc down a throat too.
And if you decide if you feel like that's the way you need to go, I think there was a way for you to have your cake and eat it too.
Yeah.
I think you could have made him the villain and not be where he's shooting mom and dad, dead mom and dad doors down.
Yeah.
And then at the end be like, oh, like you're right. And he didn't even have to be part of the family at the end.
Sure.
He could have still had that arc of like, I'm the villain, give me him, and I don't care, like give me him back.
Yeah.
And you it's a character. That's what's called character arc.
Right. Yeah.
You still are a villain, but you see your ways at the end.
Right.
Exactly. So there's a way for him to have that without being the villain.
Yeah.
Right. Or he stays the villain.
And in the original, again, I have shoddy memory, so we'll see. In the original, the bad guy was Gantu, obviously, I get that. But also, it was like the rules of the Grand Council. Like the quote-unquote justice they required.
He wasn't even really a villain.
It wasn't even a villain. It was just, he was a cop doing his job.
Yeah.
That's literally it.
Or out. The bad was that it was required for the justice to be served to 626.
Right. And then, according to the Galactic Councilwoman, she didn't see Stitch's entire character arc.
Right.
She didn't see him like going from good to bad.
Yeah.
That's why it made the end so poignant. Going, oh, you can talk. Oh, you can do this.
All of that.
Because the only thing that she heard was apparently Stitch swearing out the rest of the group so bad that it made people puke. So it's like, to her, irredeemable monster, kill it. I don't care.
But and even when, again, the only scene I've gone back and rewatched, so I know this one well. She was talking to Plickley at the end, and she's like, I don't want to do it, but the rules make me do it.
Yes,
that is the crux of the whole situation.
And that's why Pleakley knowing all of that stupid stuff was
and then with
crucial.
the receipt and everything, gone to there, gone to not there. They could have sent random Star Trooper looking.
Exactly.
They wore the little thing.
And they could have had the same conversation with her on,
same thing.
Yeah.
Same thing.
You omit one, add another. And they could have done that. They could have created a new villain or had the
character
arc.
And even then, and to your point, because it really is just the Galactic Federation as a whole and their role.
It's the rules.
It really could have just been, all right, here's a group of people, taking Stitch, and they do the same exact thing.
So I get why people are mad. I in my old age, right, ripe old age of 33 years old, I have decided that I'm not gonna overthink kid movies.